California, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. Looking at the only down by 1 bucket.
It wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The
What do you
spacing
mean?
was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Farid at the 4. Harris is out there with Smith. And it's Nurkic in at the center.
Clear is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach.
Yeah.
They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert year after year. And now is one of the guys you have to account for really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint. And then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
All right, Doris.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Warriors in Oakland.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
A shot by Johnson, no good. The Nuggets are gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the left wing, Gallinari wide open. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
And it's Harris off the drive. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Farid.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Offline with his 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Picked by Randall. Harris with it. Now Smith defending. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That one goes. Count.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Smith kicks to Gallinari. To the right side. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And it's Smith penetrating. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got his first points of the night.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Here's Smith following the basket by Freak. Here's Nurkic. Randall grabs the board.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Williams up on top. Guarded by Harris. Hibbert with the screen. Clock at 6. And it's Harris off the drive. The dish to Hibbert. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
I hit it once or twice.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. O'Neal's checked in for Randall. Young comes in for Johnson. And it's Russell in for Williams. Big group substitution here for Denver. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. Will Barton, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And it's Johnson in for Ish Smith. The feed now to Arthur. To the wing right side. Here's Barton. He's guarded by Russell. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
You like how I look with my socks and the white thing, but when I got the white jersey
Lakers
on,
trail by
the
6.
alternate, see I got the white on with the cool for it to be a Laker.
Here's Harris. And again, the Lakers no good. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Johnson.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
The dude that played for Denver was at that party with the grown folks dancing. Their point guard, he was right there at the party. I was talking about the basketball dude, and you said, I got to show you who he is.
He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging.
Right. That was him. That ain't him. He ain't on their team no more.
Around 11.5 points a game.
I'll show you.
Russell dishes to Harris.
Boom.
Offensive rebound. Here's
baby.
Hibbert. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Here's Barton after the basket by Los Angeles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice D from Russell. Harris outside. From downtown, and that one's good. Harris has got his 3rd basket of the night.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And it's Johnson penetrating. And it's Russell with the rebound. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Oklahoma City.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
And the shot is good. Russell's got his first bucket in this one. Here's Barton. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. He kicks it to Johnson. 3-pointer. No good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nuggets lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach.
I think he played. I play offense, I play defense, I rebound.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like
the Lakers. Big group substitution here for Denver. Fareed's checked in for Nurkic. Arthur comes in for Wilson Chandler. Gary Harris is checked in for Will Barton. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Ish Smith. Harris in at point guard. Roy Hibbert is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Williams at the 2 guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Gallinari. It's blocked. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Shape up. Shape up.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Takes the turnaround Jay.
You know, he started off shooting it pretty well, but here in the second, he started to falter. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Hibbert with the screen. Here's Harris.
Sticking too much.
And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right. Harris has got 9.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Excuse me.
Gallinari against
Can you hit
Williams.
it?
Gallinari with it. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors provided a nice lift. He picked up 10 points, and he also was creating for others by getting the ball in a position to score it. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And taking it by Johnson.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
Out to Gallinari. Lets the free fly. Can't get it to go.
Get that shit.
So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
He's going to play his way
He said,
right
hit it.
onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far.
And that's his strong suit. Find his way through the D and finish it.
Johnson, the pass to Arthur. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. And the Nuggets lead by 9. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Harris against Johnson. And it's Harris off the drive. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Lakers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
That's good from Harris. And so he makes both from the line.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Harris against Johnson. Right wing. And Gallinari kicks to Johnson. The three-pointer, no good. Williams cannot hit. And that concludes the first half. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here with Roy Hibbert. And Roy, what do you think the team needs to do coming up in the second half?
I think to take care of the ball on the offensive end. Get back.
The second half just about to get going here. Freak really making a difference here.
Yeah, you know, one of the things, because of how consistent they can be, and so far another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it
I think
up
the
with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the
Yeah,
floor.
I've seen it
Brought to you
before,
by
but I don't know
Gatorade.
that.
All fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Denver. For Reed and Nurkic in the middle. Ish Smith is out there with Harris. And it's Gallinari in at the small forward position. That drops. Hibbert's got the first point of the second half. That one for Los Angeles. The Nuggets leading by 5. The drive by Smith. Nurkic dishes to Smith. Screen by Nurkic. Smith kicks to Nurkic. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember.
I want Soul Calibur when it come out.
Certainly to this
You can have that one. I almost won the Street Fighter, but that reminded me of how Bobo Street Fighter was. Playing that other shit.
Williams with a clean look. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Oh,
Williams
that was
has got
tight.
his second bucket. The Nuggets shooting at 50% in a decent group.
Funny how the what's the names look.
And he sticks that one in the back of the rim.
How the fatalities look.
Yeah, that was a finish him.
His height
That was
advantage
one of
on
them.
that shot.
Ooh, and then he snatched his head off. Ooh, that's motherfucking
To
tight.
the inside, Hibbert. No luck.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Fareed, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that.
In the last 10 games, Kevin, you can see where the Lakers rank in the league right now. First in shooting percentage, first in three-point shooting. And they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Nuggets leading by 6. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Barton. He's guarded by Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Barton. But they get it back. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And it's 9 points for Wilson Chandler.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Hibbert with the screen. The drive by Russell. He dishes it to Hibbert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Roy Hibbert.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Smith to Nurkic.
So far in the game for Nurkic, he's got 11 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
Oh, good on that one. And Los Angeles with some changes. Young's checked in for Hibbert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Harris. "15 seconds left in the third quarter.
And
Fires the three. That is good. Harris has got 18 points. And so here's Denver. The three from Johnson. And good on the basket. Book it. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Nuggets lead by 8. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
What y'all got? What? Why not? It's a good time. Why it's still big.
all right,
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth
Am I
quarter of
forcing
play
you?
should begin momentarily.
come on.
Garrett Temple is out there. Randall. Then it's Roy Hibbert, and it's Williams at the 2-guard spot. That's the Laker 5.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Harris passes to Temple. Inside. Out to Harris. Picked by Randall. Harris dishes to Temple. Shot clock at 6. Lakers working the ball around now. The shot. And the shot falls short this time. Denver leading by 10. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Johnson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Denver also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Jarrell Arthur. And it's Ish Smith in for Tyler Johnson. And it's Smith penetrating. Soft touch off the glass.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Harris kicks to Williams. Inside. Out to Harris. "13 feet away. Harris missing again. Denver shooting at 51%. Really solid. Smith the pass to Nurkic. Good.
And look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Fareed's checked in for Denver. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Harris with it. Picked up by Harris. Harris against Harris. To stop the run. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
It's been a solid outing for Harris. He has 18 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Both shots good from the strike.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Harris against Smith. Gallinari with the screen for Smith. Dishes to Gallinari. Back to Smith. There's the 3. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Lakers trail by 15. And it's Harris off the drive. Some solid defense from Fareed.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now Fareed, 6 on the shot clock.